Welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So monthly Tarotscope readings for August 2022 for your North Node by sign and house. And remember, the reason I use the North Node as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant is because it is your North Star. It is the thing that we are supposed to learn and practice in this lifetime. So it's much more relevant to your everyday life. Now, a big thing happening this month, end of July into August, is the Uranus-Mars North Node conjunction in Taurus. Lots of changes on the global level and for all of us. And what I always say to my clients and friends about their North Node is, when you follow your North Node path and you're on path for your lifetime and what you're supposed to learn, transits, even difficult transits, are much more easy and smooth for your life. So that's the key right there. So let's get into the readings. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope reading for August 2022 for everybody with their North Node in Taurus and or the second house. And remember, you're going to want to watch two videos, one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. And while I'm shuffling, I want to invite you to take some deep breaths, relax into the reading, opening up your energy field to receiving any information that's going to be most helpful to your life right now. So I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, North Node in Taurus and or the second house. Okay, the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and this side represents the 16th of the month to the end. And your overall theme card here is the Six of Wands. And when this popped out, the feeling I got was, okay, what's going on right now for you in your life in August and moving forward is the theme of success and the theme of victory. That means on all levels. That means emotionally in your life. That means physically with resources. It means career. It means success in general. And for each of you, that's going to be different of what it is, you want. Now, the first half of the month, what's happening is we have the Nine of Cups. We've got the Ace of Swords reversed, moving into the King of Wands. And your two advice cards, the Eight of Swords reversed and the Tower. So here is what is really interesting. Inside you, because, Taurus and the second house has to do with physical resources, okay? What we value and what we value in ourselves. And what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing that what's really important is there is something that you've been thinking about that is your personal heart's desire. And the reason I said personal is because not in what you desire along with what people around you want and expect of you, or what you desire because your partner desires that also, or your family or your company or whatever it is. This is your personal, like your wishes and dreams. Okay. And I feel like what's wanting to come up with your North Node in Taurus or the second house, these are people that could be very, very successful in their life in all aspects, but in particular with resources. And the drawback with that is there's two things that could hold that back. With that South Node in the 8th house or Scorpio, it could be like, I only see the value in myself in relation to others, or it could be almost like not truly valuing yourself and your gifts for who you are. And it's also, it could be your energy is overly entwined with other people in your life. So we're talking about either independence, Taurus, or interdependence. And there's nothing wrong with interdependence, but in this lifetime, this is about you like stepping out like the bull, like going forward and moving forward in your life. Now, this first half of the month, it's about looking at your heart's desire. Now, what is keeping you from really going for what you want? Two things, okay? We've got the reversed Ace of Swords and we've got the reversed Eight of Swords. And this has to do with your thought patterns. Like maybe not feeling worthy enough, not feeling like you are good enough to do it. I'm telling you, you are. When you start going for your inner dreams and desires, as long as they are yours and yours alone, they are your personal dreams, your personal wishes, and you go for it, you will be supported. The universe supports us going toward our North Node. Always remember that. When we move toward our North Node, our path, the universe supports that. Not only supports it, but supports it by helping us and helping opening doors. We just have to make efforts moving toward that. Now, so it could be your own thoughts. This is coming out of old beliefs and thoughts about yourself and your life, and kind of like moving forward. Now, what could happen is that with this North Node in Taurus, to break you out of that pattern, there could be something like shocking that comes up that could be like, oh wow, and it's like a wake up call to get you to do that. Or it could be a shocking revelation, like you finally realize, wow, this is what I truly want, and I really want to start moving toward that. And so when you break out of that, this is why I'm saying, like, this is all about your personal success. You are getting to move toward this King of Wands right here. And as I always say, remember, any of the cards in the tarot deck are non-binary per se. Okay, so they're not gender specific. They could be any gender. Okay, but the King in particular is, we're talking about the masculine energy that we all have, no matter what our gender is. With that energy in us of tapping into that creativity, that courage to move forward. But see, so the key for you this first 2 weeks is recognizing, what are these desires? Like, what is the life that you really want? What is it you want to do? And whatever it is, the next question you ask, is this in relation to other people in my life? Is it because I want this because my parents wanted this for me? Is it that I want to do this because those around me will respect me more if I do this? Those are things you want to avoid. Okay, you want to do something that is because you truly want to do it, and a lot of times it won't even make sense to people around you. But it's time for you to start going toward that and realize that, you are good enough. You do have value. You have what it takes to create whatever life you want, even if you don't feel it. You could be hearing my words and you're like, you don't believe it, but you do. But it's a matter of just taking those like first steps moving forward, having the courage to like step out, on your own. Now, the second half of the month, what I'm seeing is you have the Hanged Man. You've got Death Reversed, the Transformation card, and you've got the King of Cups reversed. And it's interesting because what I'm seeing what's wanting to come up is we have the transformation of the kings here. So when you start following those inner dreams, wishes, and desires, your most, they call this the wish card for a reason. Okay, when you begin to follow that, you're moving toward the King of Wands. You're moving toward that passion and creativity, in your life and toward success. And part of that also is when you're recognizing that, you're going to see a different perspective. We have the Hangman, and we're going to see transformation of thoughts. And you're going to see that there's another side to you, this reversed King of Cups, that could be some emotional wounding that is going to come up and that is going to require healing, or you're going to discover that this part of you, this like emotional aspect of yourself, needs transforming because it could be holding you back. Something emotionally deep inside you could be holding you back. And I feel like you're going to recognize this second half of the month. Something is going to give you a different perspective. It has to do with this Tower card. It's like recognizing, oh, okay, I see this in myself. I see an emotional pattern in myself. And that's what this is going to happen this second half of the month. Something is going to spark a new perspective and seeing things in a new light. So what is your advice here? You have the Hermit, and you've got the upright, and you've got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. And so this is about seeing things. When you see this different perspective with the Hangman, where you go is you go to this higher level of thinking and feeling and being. And it's almost like I feel like this has to do with like family patterns, almost even like ancestral patterns, and you're healing things from previous lifetimes and from ancestors, but definitely from this particular lifetime is what all this has to do with. You're seeing patterns, and this is transforming in you, because it's almost like you could have been made to feel that you were never good enough to do things on your own, or felt like you were ready to, go out on your own and be independent. And I feel like when you recognize this pattern, you're going to heal these patterns, and you're going to become the Hermit, which is, the wise, seeker, the seer who is able to see through the veil of fog and through the veil of the night, with the lantern of illumination here, seeing through things. And this is about you seeing things. And this is really this is a very transformative month for you to realize a lot of things. So whatever is going to happen this second half of the month, anything that goes through, remember, okay, what am I learning from this? What am I learning? Am I seeing something? Can I recognize something for the first time to be able to transform it and see it from a higher perspective? But this is about your personal success in life, because where I see you going, if you're able to recognize this, is to create that life that you want and to really be fulfilled. And you'll have it all. You'll be able to have the close intertwined relationships that you desire, these close energy, intimately connected relationships, but also the independence that I know that a lot of you want. You want to like move forward and get out of stuck patterns. And that's really what I'm seeing. So again, to sum up, remember, what is it you desire that's independent of everyone else in your life? What are your wishes and desires? Breaking out of old mental patterns, things that pop up in your life that are shocking and transformative, okay? When they're shocking and transformative, what perspective are you able to change? How are you able to see things? Are you able to see past patterns, how people in your life, maybe family was holding you back, these past patterns. And when you see that, you become the hermit. This is a big learning thing. You have the opportunity the second half of the month to see things more clearly with this lantern of illumination, okay? So a lot of stuff here, okay? Go make it a great month. I hope this reading was helpful to you. If you have any questions or would like to say hi, reach out to me in the comments. I'd love to interact with you. If you would like a personal reading, there'll be a link in the description box below. I could give you more information on how I do my readings. And yeah, make it a great month. Hit that like button if you could. It really helps me out. Takes a quick second, but it means a lot. So thanks much. We will see you again on some more readings. Many blessings.